There's something here that's just a little bit different, and that, my friends, is really, really going to be a game changer. For me, my favorite tripod for years was the Ulanzi & Coleman carbon fiber travel tripod. However, that's all about to change with this Falcam travel tripod. In fact, this is called the Falcam TreeRoot tripod. Let's not get into confusing names or what the heck they mean, but let me tell you, this thing is the best tripod of 2024. Let's find out why. First up, the legs. Like any tripod, it's got 3 legs, except these legs are pretty special, and it's one of the first standout features. In fact, I gotta be honest, this made me really excited. So in a lot of tripods, you have to screw and screw and screw, or you have to flick a switch to get the legs out. With these legs on this TreeRoot tripod from Falcam, that's it. Okay, it's not a full twist, 1/3 limited lock. So turn, 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 boom. This is incredibly fast to set up. Besides the standard stuff on tripod legs where you can kind of, really angle them out by keeping a button pressed, it's actually what's between the legs of this TreeRoot tripod is something that's very, very clever. Now, you might be looking at this going, that doesn't look quite right. We've got a hook down here if you want to put a sandbag or weight down your tripod with a backpack or whatever to make sure your expensive camera doesn't fall off or topples over in a breeze. But it's when you kind of have this adjustable shaft here that you notice, there's something here that's just a little bit different, and that, my friends, is really, really going to be a game changer for lots of folks depending on the type of stuff that you shoot. So we have a little button here. We push up, this comes out, and then comes off. But the real thing here is if you want to get those super low angles, this whole thing can actually come out, which is super useful. You just bring it down, push your button back in here, and down we go and out. And then if we want, we can put this one back in, just a little baby one, and you can extend the legs and you can get these insane super low angle shots, which is impossible to do on a lot of tripods. You're not going to get much lower stability than this. This is a crazy, crazy piece of technology that Falcam have put into this. It's just so simple, but super, super clever. And to get it back in, it's just as simple as pushing this back in, lining everything up, and boom, we're back in. And this, this thing is rock solid. This whole thing, in fact, is rock solid. And that's before we even get onto this ball head, which is swappable, but it is very, very clever regardless of the type of camera that you have. But speaking of solid, right, the legs on this, compared to the Ulanzi & Coleman, the other amazing tripod that I love, these legs they're a bit wider. They're definitely a lot more solider. They give you a little bit more confidence when you're holding them in the hand. They're really, really good. But let's bounce on to this ball head, because this is absolutely one of my favorite things about this tripod. F38 is Falcam's quick release plate. So you can see that there. And they got a whole ton of tripods and accessories that work with this F38 release system, which works really well, including the head on this TreeRoot tripod. And it's a case of, once you got your little plate on here, it's just a case of push in and done. And it's locked, and the actual unit here at the back locks in, and it is incredibly simple to use. Now, what if you don't have an F38 plate? Well, here's where this thing gets even better, because this is Arca Swiss compatible. See, push the camera in, done, it's on. Look, it's absolutely rock solid. Push to release, on and off. So regardless, whether you're using the plate or you have an Arca Swiss cage, which everybody should be using Arca Swiss in some capacity, this TreeRoot tripod will work with either or, which is an absolute game changer, because if you forget to put this on, it doesn't matter. If you got your Arca Swiss cage, you are absolutely rock solidly golden. Enough kind of weird-ish buzzwords. And like most ball heads, we can actually move it around here by unlocking, and we can see, oh, this is quite stiff. So if we lock it back up, we can actually loosen or tighten the dampening. So this will actually, look, I mean, look, that's going to move quite freely. Or as I said, you can just tighten it up. And then it's going to take some movement to get it there. So depending on what you're shooting, that's going to be an absolute joy. You've got a level up here as well. And then, of course, we can rotate this around for any panoramics or any other stuff that you want to do simply by loosening this. Now, if you don't like this ball head for whatever reason, then you can absolutely swap it out. But as far as I'm concerned, this is an incredibly smooth ball head. But that's not all that's great about this tripod, because there's one other little thing that's absolutely genius. There's this F22 mount from Falcam. As I said, Falcam have a whole bunch of F38, F22 accessories, and these mounts are rock solid. But for example, just give you a look. They have this, which is a MagSafe mount for your phone. You can push this on, so simply as just getting it on. And you can stick your phone on there, so you have another camera mounted there really quickly, which is super clever. But here's the thing, done like this, you can just like press the button, take it off. And then, for example, I have a magic arm, also from Falcam. So you can mount this on here, and you can stick whatever you want on and rotate things around and just do whatever the heck you want. And this is just incredibly useful to have this functionality. It's only one, but you know what? One is absolutely more than enough. This is the best tripod of 2024. I don't care what anybody says. Genuinely, I've been using this for the last 2 weeks, and at times it's actually made me smile. I know that might be a bit weird, but you're like, what? A tripod made you smile? It's just that good. It's that good. The fact that it is so well engineered, there's some super functionality in it. And those legs, they just give you more confidence than, we'll say, something that's what this camera is on. There's nothing wrong with that Ulanzi and Coleman tripod, by the way. It's still an incredible tripod, but this is definitely the next level. This carbon fiber, this whole TreeRoot system, it is just incredible. Now, here's the thing though. Is this cheap? Make no mistake about it, this is a premium tripod, and at the price that it's at, I feel that, yes, it is expensive, but compared to other competitors and for the bang for buck that you get here, it's an absolute steal. Make no mistake about it, this isn't like a $50 tripod that you're just going to pick up in your local store that's going to fall apart after like a couple of days use. Now, I know people are saying, well, you got this one for free, and that is true. Falcam Ulanzi did send this to me for free for review. They had zero input into this. In fact, they said, look, this video needs to be out on this date. And that's it. They said nothing else. So if I did not have this tripod, hand on heart, I would actually buy it straight away. It is that good. And the fact is, it's going to last. Sure, you can buy all the cheaper tripods out there, and by the time you get to the one that eventually kind of works best for you, it's probably going to be this one. And it'll have cost you a lot more after buying all those other cheap things for years. So my friends, this is absolutely phenomenal. That's really going to help you make great content. Something else that's going to make you make great content and really help you out is this video here, because I've come up with all of the mistakes that people make that absolutely ruin their videos. You do not want to miss that one.